guys! So yesterday I was at a concert, at a very tiny concert, because AlphaBAT decided to come to my country. And since they are a very tiny group, I decided that I really should go, and plus the concert tickets were really cheap. I have known them for at least 3 years, and I was pretty surprised when they made a comeback, and more than half of the members were already gone, and the new member was added, and it was confusing, and they have a new company and all that. But the fact that they had a comeback at all, I think is great. That was last summer, and I do listen to that song often. And there is no physical release of it. It's a digital single with another song, so it's two normal single, just not on an album. But I went to the concert and there was some merch being sold and album as well. And oh my god, I could actually get an album! Oh, so I'm so happy because these are basically my two favorite AlphaBAT tracks anyways, Get Your Love and Baby. So I'm so excited to have an album of that, and it's a digital single, that's fun. And as you can see, there is no sticker on the back at all. The tracklist is on the spine. I mean, it's on the back as well, but it's they made sure you know what the tracklist is. They were displayed because there were signed version as well. I bought the non-signed one. I got it a normal price, I would get an album shipped from Korea, but you usually don't get digital promo CDs for that cheap, so I think that was great. So they were displayed like this with the signatures in the signed ones. So I thought, okay, that's it, I flip the other side and there's a CD or something. But no, there's actually a photo book. So there's beta and epsilon, I don't know how I should call them. So there's kappa and gamma, they are in age order like that, but I kind of learned their names anyway. So beta is Hayoung, then epsilon is Yangjin, kappa is Younghoon, and gamma is Junsu. All the Youngs and then Junsu. So I learned them, but I didn't use that knowledge, but I knew the real names. So yeah, there you go, there's a CD, there is the name and the tracks in Korean put on there. So it's a return, I was actually surprised and really happy that it happened at all. And now that I actually have an album of the songs that I've listened to for almost a year now, I'm really excited. So there is a super long thanks to by Beta, Hayoung. And there is Younghoon. Oh my god, he's so much fun at the concert, oh my god, oh. Then there is Gamma or Junsu. He's so tall. And he has a strange hair, but he still looks very handsome, so it's okay. And there is Kappa, the new member, who's older than Gamma, so Gamma became the nickname. So he is Younghoon, and he also wrote a pretty long thanks to. And he starts off with 안녕하세요. I think the rest don't, so that's really cute. And there is another group one. I like the simplicity of these, and I think they are still really great pictures. And I just in general, very white and summery things, so. And you get so many group shots. That's pretty cool. And there's some credits here. So I was really surprised that we could get this, and when I saw it, it's yeah, I have to get it. The signed one cost a bit more. I was thinking about that too, because they were signed on the inside, but I prefer non-signed albums, and I only want signed albums if I have a non-signed, plus it's hard to get a digital promo, and usually getting one signed is easier on eBay, so I thought that this would be pretty hard to get later, so I just went and bought this one. If I had more money, of course I would probably both one signed and one unsigned, but I would have bought a lot of other things, like a picture with the members or something. And I also bought, because I want them to eat food, live well and all that, a tiny photo set, I guess, but they are size of photo cards, so it kind of works as a photo card set. And they are different pictures, so I think, or maybe some of them are, I don't know. Well, some of them are. So here's Tambeda. Oh my god, he's so talented, it's crazy, he just shines, oh, he was born to be on the stage. Oh my god. Oh. Then there is Epsilon. who some people know that he's Ricky's older brother. I wish they performed like something from Sinsa. So each of them got 2 photos, and there are also 2 group ones at the end. And the thing about who my bias is, so Gamma has always been my AlphaBAT bias. So I was actually surprised when he was one of the ones who stayed. I was like not that surprised about Beta and Epsilon, so I guess, but I was surprised about him. But now at the concert, I mean, all of them are great, and like if I ever buy AlphaBAT albums, I just want out of these 3 members cards. But Kappa, I think I'm just gonna bias him, the new member. But like look at him, like Gamma is really handsome, so I might just bias the new member. And hopefully they are properly having a comeback now. They said that they are trying to do a comeback, so I'm excited for that. By the way, this was the pack of them, all of them. Yeah. And the guy who sold them, like I already had the pack in my hand, I paid for them, and he just like put another one in my hand, like so now I have 2 of this. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in my binder as well. So these are all kind of official and they are pretty good quality, so I think they pass as kind of photo cards, even though they are like very photo shaped and sharp corners. But I'm glad that I decided to buy this as well, because I'm pretty sure these are pretty cheap to just make, and like they were not that cheap. They were not crazy expensive either. I mean, obviously the album cost more, but like I think there is a pretty high profit on it, and then that means they can have more food, so yeah. So I paid for the cheapest ticket, but bought an album and bought a photo card photo set thingy. So I think that that's pretty good. And I'm really happy they came. It was so good. Like I love these like small groups concerts. They just seem so grateful. Like they just give you so much back, and really, if you have the chance, especially if you live in Europe, you probably can have the chance. Just go to these, especially if you are aware that the group exists. Like the past few years I didn't like do much with AlphaBAT because they didn't have comebacks and all that, but I've known them for a while, so I was aware that they exist. I kind of knew the members too. Back then I did watch like a radio show with them. It was pretty obvious for me that for this price I have to go. There were not many people there, but still they put on a pretty good show. Like they enjoyed it so much, and I think they did pretty good with rearranging the stuff for 4 members from 9. Like that's pretty hard. They didn't perform every single old song. They started off with A B City, and then I think there was like Surprise Party and one more song from their mini album, single albums, the 2 singles that they had, and then of course the 2 new songs that they performed. After AB City, they performed cover songs like quite a lot, and they didn't just cover the entire songs, they danced to the choreos. Of course it wasn't as perfect and sharp as their own choreos, but they danced well, and that like was pretty cool. Like it was part of the concert. I don't even know what was the first song, but then I kind of realized that there's a reason why I don't know these songs. They were like YG and like these songs, and I'm like, yeah, I've heard them like once or twice, like I don't recognize from the first note them. But they did really well. So they did Love Scenario, that was really cute, they did that well, and they also did Every Day. That was Beast Fiction, that surprised me. But like I can't recognize that song from the first few notes either, so like what's this? And my friend was like, that's Beast. Oh yeah, that's why I don't know. Okay. And then they did Fiction, and they also did Really, of course. And I think that was the song where Gamma forgot to sing one of his tiny parts, and that was so cute. Like, oh, that was really cute. Like I just didn't care, like who cares, he made a mistake in a cover song when they did like 5+ songs, and they also did the choreos, like yeah, like who cares. Though there is not much choreo with YG songs, but yeah, you know, they were not full choreos for Beast either, but they did quite a lot. And they also performed that B1A4 song, I never know the title, but it's the one with the black tiny square album, and it was like one of their most popular ones. I know that song, and they also performed that, so yeah, that was the one I was like, oh yeah, I recognize this one. It's like, yeah, good job, not only YG was there. I mean, they performed the YG songs that I quite like, I just don't listen to all of them often. I mean, I listen to really, but I listen to the Dreamcatcher cover version, so I'm used to girl voices singing really rather than the original female members. Yeah, it's still a great song. So they did really well with covers, and then of course did a Q&A, and they were like, do Agio, why are you an idol, and those kind of questions, and Agio stuff was cute. And then they did girl group dances as well, and they were like, Gamma should dance to Gashina, but like the sound guy at the back was like, probably didn't have it right there, and they were already like answered one more question after that, and they were like already almost going back to like prepare for the last songs, and then Gashina started to play, so that was fun, and they danced to it. That was cute. And also my question was picked, which was like the stupidest question ever, but like, I mean, not that stupid. I mean, like, these questions can't be that stupid. I just basically wanted to ask something that all of them can answer, and they don't have to think much about it, and it's a short answer, and it's still like kind of like, oh, nice fact. And I basically just asked cats or dogs, and I was surprised that it was actually picked. This was the last one. They were like, after the girl group dances, like, oh, let's pick one more question. And my friend, I was like, oh, well, they won't pick mine. And my friend was, oh, it would be fun if they picked your question. And then they were like, oh, cats or dogs? I'm like, oh, that's mine, okay. And 3 of them said dogs, and Beta said cats. Because the other 3 has dogs, so like, of course they're gonna like dogs more. So that works like that. But that was cute, and like my question kind of got answered. So that was fun, and then they performed, and they were really grateful, and Beta is just so talented. But all of them, they sang everything live. I mean, they did Baby with like, I mean, I don't know if those were on, but those had mix also. But then they performed it live with proper mix after that. So yeah, they performed that kind of twice, but by dancing they only did that, like lip syncing, I think. But other than that, they did everything live. They rapped, all the members rapped, all the members sang. So they like really did, everyone did everything. So it was honestly great, and I think they were really prepared, and like, I'm grateful that they're so grateful. I have to be grateful and all that. So I just wanted to share this story and also unbox the album. So what I want to say is that appreciate these groups, because honestly they give back so much more love. I mean, I don't know if it's more, but you can see it more. Plus it's a smaller room with less people, so you can obviously see that. Like, it's easier for them to communicate better than these groups with like popular groups. Of course, popular groups are also very grateful to their fans, I'm not saying that, but it's harder for them to show it. Like, it's much easier for these smaller groups, for these smaller concerts, like everyone can feel it in the room, so I think that's great. And of course the concert was really loud, and like my heart was beating with the beat, and it was like, okay, like I don't think that's really good for my heart, because it's been kind of weird, so I'm gonna go to the doctor with that, but hopefully there's nothing wrong with me. But we survived the concert, both me and my heart, like physically. I mean, not like, oh, Via's heart. They are really cute, all of them, and they are fun. Like, Beta just knows what he has to do, and Epsilon is just so much fun, like with the questions and all that, and like fun service as well. And then like the other 2 are super cute and handsome and all that, and they are like also really good, and they're so good at singing, rapping, everything. And they're obviously not the best, but they still did really well. So, I mean, who is even the best in K-pop? That's not the thing. Like, everyone's kind of good, so, and they were really good, so, yeah. Okay, I talked too much. Bye! Please listen to their songs if you haven't already, so, yeah. And that's a rare album I got there.